if I boxed him, it'd be a hell of a fight. Good for the fans.
Talk about the two money fights, if you like, at 160. Firstly, Gennady Golovkin looks set to fight Derevenchenko for the IBF world title. Where do you think he's at in his career, and do you think that is a fight that you win in style?
Well, it's one of them. I was having a conversation with someone the other day. If I can't beat a 37-year-old man who's been around a bit now, then I'm 29 in my prime, then there's something wrong. Again, I'm not as good as what I thought I was. So I'm very, very confident of beating Golovkin very clearly and very widely. I think that the two fights with Canelo showed, because the first one I thought he won, and the second one Canelo didn't improve, but obviously the training camp and the sparring in Golovkin's camp took a toll, and that's what really cost that fight to be a little bit closer than the first one. And I believe that I could exploit that very, very easily in Golovkin.
Again, Golovkin, someone that could potentially fluctuate in the weight classes. I think his last fight was at 163. This is at 160. But I know, speaking to their team, he'd be willing to maybe move up and fight you for a two-division world championship.
Well, Golovkin can come up to 180 if he wants for me. I'm not bothered about that. I'll fight Golovkin whatever weight he wants, because that's a fight that, you know, I would absolutely love, because I think that if I got that fight and I could show people around the world how, not, you know, being big-headed or brash talking, but show people how easily I could beat him and outbox him and probably do a better job than Canelo, then people would probably call for that fight after.
With Canelo, and obviously your signing was discussed with Sky, and particularly DAZN, and they see you as a prime candidate for the Canelo fight. Obviously they have a huge deal with him over many fights and many years. That really is the money fight in the division. I think got to put him up in the pound-for-pound top 3 in boxing right now. Do you see that as your biggest test in boxing?
You know, it all depends, because obviously he's the biggest name, but styles make fights. And we see when he boxed Lara, he had all sorts of trouble. And I believe I'm technically, my mindset's a lot better than Lara's. And, you know, I thought Lara nicked that fight. And back then, Canelo was more in his prime. You know, all these training camps, you see him now training with all these knee supports and, you know, these elbow supports and all that. He's a brilliant fighter. I'm not taking anything away from him. I'm not talking down to him, but I wouldn't be sitting here if I couldn't believe I could beat these, because I wouldn't get in the ring with anybody. No matter if you offered me £1 billion if I didn't think I could win. I'm going in these fights knowing and believing what I can do. And, you know, even though that he's the big name in the sport, I'm there to take it. I'm on that ladder looking up now. I'm on the right path with DAZN and with Matchroom and yourself to make them fights and to win them.